Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Final Four here at Rocket Gym on the campus of Robinson High School. We're moments away from the TAPS State semifinal game between Incarnate Ward Academy out of Corpus Christi and Second Baptist School out of Houston. The winner will advance to the state championship game played Friday at 11:30 a.m. at West High School. My name is Gabriel Duarte. With me is Denny Varghese. We'll be bringing you all the action today. Denny, how are you feeling about the next 3 days of basketball?
It's going to be fun, exciting. It's going to be fun, exciting, and it's going to be one for the ages, I believe. Gabe?
We're here in Robinson, just south of Waco on Highway 77 for what is sure to be a thrilling weekend, not only here in Robinson, but also at nearby University High School and West High School, where TAPS TV and radio will be bringing you all the action for the next 3 days. We're going to have tip-off here in approximately 13 minutes. We'll take you to the public address for the pregame festivities here momentarily. But before that, Denny, why don't you walk us through the starting lineups for both teams?
For Second Baptist School, we have number 3, Victoria Ryan. She's a senior. Number 12, Emily Blackman, another senior. Number 13, Caroline Torn, another senior. Number 23, Elisa Elias, and as you guessed it, another senior. And number 24, Caitlin Colmgard. For Incarnate Word, number 1, Bethany Lopez. Number 14, Claire Thomas. Number 22, Tyla Chaniaman. Number 24, Catherine Thomas. And number 30, Isabella Yassi.
So there you have it. We'll meet the players a little more formally here in just a few moments. The Texas Association of Private and Parochial Schools commits to building leadership, fellowship, fair play, and sportsmanship of students enrolled in the organization's member schools in the areas of academics, athletics, and fine arts by providing wholesome competition for young men and women. Chartered in 1978, TAPS serves to organize, stimulate, encourage, and promote the academic, athletic, and fine arts programs in an effort to foster a spirit of fair play, good fellowship, true sportsmanship, and wholesome competition for boys and girls. From a humble beginning of 20 member schools in 1978, 12 of which remain members, TAPS has grown to a membership of 230 schools with a combined enrollment of over 40,000 students. Schools are presently aligned in 6 classifications with districts across the state of Texas. TAPS envisions itself as an organization whose members maintain their distinct worldviews, practices, and traditions while respecting those of others in order to promote wholesome competition for young men and women. TAPS firmly believes that competition among its diverse member schools and students promotes among the competitors and their schools understanding, fellowship, and excellence. We're looking at approximately 10 minutes and 20 seconds until tip-off. The fans are filing here at Rocket Gym. Players no doubt going through their pregame warm-ups, and here in the semifinal game, they're looking to survive the day and hoping to punch their ticket to the state championship 2 days from now. Again, that will be on Saturday morning. For Incarnate Ward out of Corpus Christi, they enter today's contest out of District 6, the first place winner, an overall record of 27 wins and 4 losses, with a 7-1 record in the district. They are the Angels. You will see them in red and white today. Second Baptist School out of Houston has an overall record of 26-9, a district record of 14-1. They are the District 7 first place winner. Their mascot is the Eagles. They are in blue and gold. And at this time, we're going to send it down to the public address announcer here in Robinson for the pregame festivities.
Will it be the Eagles of Second Baptist School or the Lady Angels of Incarnate Word Academy? Today's winner will advance to the state championship game will take place tomorrow at University High School. This contest is governed by the Texas Association of Private and Parochial Schools. The schools involved in today's competition and TAPS promote good sportsmanship among student athletes, coaches, and spectators. that all fans please conduct themselves in a courteous, responsible, and positive manner in your support of participants and the officials of the court. Today's officials are from the Texas High School Basketball Officials Association. The officials were agreed upon by both schools and the rules should be respected by all. Use of profanity, racial, sexual comments, or sex discrimination or otherwise intimidate anyone with an act of all stage contest will not be tolerated in our grounds for for this facility. Any spectator who disrupts the game by coming on the court or by throwing out in front of the court will also be removed. You are reminded that Robinson High School is an alcohol and tobacco-free facility per state law. This includes today devices such as electronic cigarettes. We also ask that fans please refrain from going on the court following the game so that the next teams can begin their warm-ups. Tax would like to express its appreciation to Wilson Sporting Goods, the official bumper tax for providing the involved in this contest. We thank you for your cooperation and hope you enjoy today's game. For those who cannot be here for today's contest, all games are being streamed live on TAP TV and TAP Radio. More information is available on the homepage for TAP at www.taps.biz. A reminder to all fans, please be sure to discard the session stands located right outside the gym, featuring hot dogs, candy, nachos, and all your concession stand favorites. Be sure to watch all out with ice cold Dr. Pepper, the official soft drink, your Robinson High School Athletics. contest between the Eagles of Second Baptist School and the Lady Angels of Incarnate Word Academy. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you please rise for our invocation and remain standing for our national anthem. Our invocation this morning is voiced by Incarnate Word Athletic Director Gator Garcia. Mr. Garcia.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play the game in a manner which by our words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter into the competition in a spirit of sportsmanship and with respect for members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, and especially the coaches, officials, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us to be aware of his presence with us in the game. Amen. Praise be the Incarnate Word.
And now, to honor America, we're playing our national anthem. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce today's teams. First, for the visiting team to my left, they are dressed in navy and gold, the Second Baptist Eagles. They represent District 75A with a 15-1 district record, 21-11 overall. First, the reserves, a sophomore, number 10, Caitlin Horn. Freshman, number 11, Ella Ryan. Freshman, number 20, Molly Johnson. A freshman number 25, Olivia Walker. A freshman number 31, Sophia Gray. A freshman number 32, Kate Marshall. Junior number 33, Sophie Sela. Junior number 34, Layla Ertan. And junior number 35, Grace Evans. And now the starting five for the Second Baptist Eagles. At shooting guard, a 5'7" senior number 3, Victoria Ryan. At point guard, a 5'6" senior number 12, Emily Blackman. At post, a 5'11" senior number 13, Caroline Torr. At shooting guard, a 5'9" senior number 23, Alyssa Arias. And at forward, a 6' senior number 24, Caitlin Morgan. The assistant coaches are Stacey Torn, Dylan Jones, and Nick Mascioli. Head coach of the Eagles is C.H. Herndon. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the home team to my right, they are dressed in red and white. We represent District 65A, the Incarnate Word Lady Angels. With a 7-1 district, 38 overall. First, the reserve, senior number 2, Juliana Bocanegra. Senior number 3, Alexandria Beltran. Senior number 10, Riley Ariola. Junior number 13, Lillian Smith. Senior number 15, Sophia Cheney. Junior number 20, Rachel Binksy. Junior number 21, Macy Gonzalez. And junior number 23, Ray Bailey. And now the starting five for Lady Angels. At guard, a senior number 1, Bethany Lopez. Coastal Junior number 24, Catherine Thomas. And that wing, senior number 30, Bella Isasi. The assistant coaches, Ariana Espinosa. Head coach of the Lady Angels is Malcolm Smith. Good luck to both teams this morning.
So there you have it. We've met the players on the floor. We are moments away from tip-off. Denny, first impressions of today's game?
Man, you know, having seen both these girls in warm-ups and everything else going on, I'm looking for an exciting game today. We have a senior-heavy starting lineup for Second Baptist, and we've got 3 seniors from Incarnate Word. And let's just get this game going as Mr. Wilson gets tossed in the air and won by Incarnate Word.
Tip off in the hands of Shanyama. Now she'll work it into number 24 for Incarnate Ward. That shot is deflected and rebounded by the Eagles. That's number 24 bringing it down for the Eagles, Cole Morgan.
We see a man-to-man defense set by Incarnate Word. Single high post for Second Baptist.
Victoria Ryan driving for Second Baptist, and now the ball's working its way around the perimeter. Back to Ryan. She'll drive into the paint, take it up, blocked. And I believe that was number 24, Catherine Thomas, with the block for Incarnate Word.
Number 1, Bethany Lopez with the ball on the wing, down to 20. Knocked out of bounds by Second Baptist. They were trying to enter the ball into Catherine Thomas there on the low post.
Sean Yaman will throw it in for Incarnate Word. They are the Lady Angels, and now we get a whistle.
You kind of got to be a little bit more aggressive with that inbound pass. I think both teams are kind of feeling each other out right now. We'll see if the tempo kind of picks up as we go along in this game.
Early moments in a big game, they just want to get settled, get that first basket, and see if they can get back to what they do best. And this is a traveling call, so those early moment jitters still affecting the players on the court. We'll see if they can work past that here momentarily.
That was a good low post entry pass there, and unfortunately too many steps for Second Baptist.
Sean Yaman out to the left wing, now dishing
entry
inside.
pass.
And that falls. That was number 14, Claire Thomas, with the first field goal of the game.
Good over-the-top pass by Isabella Yassi. And another careless turnover by Second Baptist here to start the game.
Bethany Lopez will throw it into Sean Yaman. Left wing again, back inside. Now trying to get to Sean Yaman there to steal it is Cole Morgan. Eagles with the miss, but they fight it back. Cole Morgan with a over the head, I believe that was number 3, Victoria Ryan. Kind of threw it up over her head with a no-look shot, and that fell.
Good hustle by Second Baptist to recover on that first botched layup attempt. We got a kick ball here by Second Baptist. Incarnate Word seems to be wanting to get a heavy dose of high post entry pass to get over the top. Looking for cutting action, either down the middle or down the baseline. There it is, number 14 goes down and back outside. Number 1, Bethany Lopez with the ball on the top of the wing, the top of the circle. Good pass to number 22 for a jumper.
Sean Yaman misses, rebound. Now it's recovered. Nope, back in the hands of Incarnate Ward. That's a shot, it falls. 2 points for number 30 Isabella Isasi.
Cole Morgan with a great attempt. 24 with the rebound, and the shot goes in. Good rebound by number 24, Caitlin Cole Morgan.
Cole Morgan looks like she got her own rebound twice there.
The first shot was by number 3, Victoria Ryan, on a layup attempt, but it seems like Incarnate Word is allowing that initial wave to get through real quickly, and if they don't get back on defense, this could be a long game for them.
As Cole Morgan completes the three-point play, and now the pressure defense in the face of the Lady Angels, finding some room. This is Sean Yaman trying to get it all the way down to number 30, Isasi.
Good.
And she'll pass it over to Thomas.
Good pass by Isabella Yassi there.
Ryan slowing it down just a bit now. Trying to feed it inside of the paint. Guess who? Cole Morgan off the back of the plate.
Incarnate Word seems to be willing to just play half-court offense here to start the game.
Consistently looking to that left side first, and that's why. That's number 14, Claire Thomas, with another field goal in the paint.
And Isabella once again with a good entry pass there on that cut.
Ryan
for a high screen roll here.
Sends the signal. She'll do it herself. Nice shot. She had to go over 2 defenders for that one.
Put it high off the glass. Some Steph Curry action going on.
Sean Yaman, left side again.
Good pass to number 24. Catherine Thomas.
Catherine Thomas fouled, and she'll be going to the line.
Second Baptist has to be really careful on that initial entry. We see that number 14, Claire Thomas, cut through, and she's been kind of getting layups off that back cut, but they're also sending number 24 right behind her in that same motion. So you'll see number 14 cut, dive down, and then head out back out to the left side of the floor, and then you'll see number 24 then come through. Now, obviously, that's interchangeable for them, and we'll see if that continues, but unless Second Baptist has a way to stop it.
Catherine Thomas is 1 for 2 on the line there. Now a long pass to the corner. 3-point shot is blocked. Sean Yaman with the rebound. No, she steps on the line, I believe. So it will be Eagle ball.
Underneath the basket, number 3, Victoria Ryan, the inbound.
Elisa Elias had a pretty good look at it, but the defender closed quickly. Cole Morgan now, and the foul. No basket, but the foul. 4:08 to go in the opening quarter, and it looks like the teams are starting to get a feel for their basketball.
That's the second foul on Claire Thomas, so we've got to be careful here for them in the first half here. Kind of surprised Incarnate Word's leaving her out there with 2 fouls in this early in the game.
Cole Morgan misses both. Rebound, Claire Thomas, and now to Shao Yaman.
Here it is. Same action. Looking. That was a dangerous pass, but man, Claire Thomas, number 14, catches it, turns around, and puts it in with ease.
And I think that's why they left her in, Denny.
There you go.
You're absolutely right, though. They are testing that left side, and it's essentially the same play every time. Second Baptist now, this is Ryan. She'll test the left side, now pull it and go over to the right. Looking for a little room, dishes it into Cole Morgan off the front of the rim.
Yeah, once again, Incarnate Word had a chance to break on that. They did not take that. Willing to set up their half-court offense. This time they go to the right side of the floor.
This is Bethany Lopez on the right wing, off her foot. She'll wrestle for it, get it to Sean Yaman, it's still alive.
Good kick out to Isabella with a pull-up jumper. Misses it. Sean Yaman gets blocked by number 23, Elisa Elias.
And now we have our first substitution of the game. 3 players checking in. That's 10, 23, and 15 for Incarnate Word. That's Riley Ariola, Lillian Smith, Sophia Cheney.
We have a timeout. 30-second timeout. And with that, we'd like to give you one of our sponsors here. Children's Health wants to keep your athletes playing strong, so the Children's Health Andrews Institute for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine brings you expert pediatric care close to home. That's one way that Children's Health is by your side. TAPS partners with Wilson Sporting Goods as the official ball for TAPS competitions. We would like to thank Wilson for providing the Evolution balls used during this championship event. Well, Gabe, we're 2 seconds away from coming back here, and you know, it's been 11 points in this first period for Incarnate Word, and Second Baptist just seems to continue to just come back down the floor, and everything seems to be led by Victoria Ryan so far for Second Baptist. All the dribble penetration, the action coming under her entry passes to Cole Morgan have been vital. On the other side, we have Incarnate Word trying to get the same action going. Looks like Second Baptist is keen on it now. And there it is, a pass broken up by number 24, Cole Morgan, gets fouled by Incarnate Word's number 35.
I believe that was 15, actually,
15.
Sophia Cheney.
Okay, sorry. Number 15, Sophia Cheney.
And that's right. The plan so far for Second Baptist seems to be go through Cole Morgan.
Here comes a single high post action coming up. Over the top was an entry pass to Cole Morgan. They find her. She sets, fires, and hits the shot. Cole Morgan is on fire.
Pass from Caroline Torn there. It's 11-9, 2:30 to go here in the opening quarter.
Isabella for three from the right wing. She was spotting up earlier in her warm-ups, and she was knocking them down with ease, so I would expect to see more of that.
Transition, blocked. And now wrestled away, another chance at it, does not fall. Eagles recover once again. From the wing for three, no, off the back of the plate.
Man, those offensive rebounds are tough and vital to execute your defense, to react and recover. And so Incarnate Word kind of got lucky. There was two wide open attempts that Second Baptist missed. On the right side of the floor, back up to Isabella Yassi from deep for three, and she's off the back iron.
Both teams still trying to find their long shot. 1:43 to go at that whistle.
Number 14, Claire Thomas, is at the line. And I believe Claire actually only has one foul, not two.
Thomas knocks down the first substitution now for Second Baptist. That's number 10, Caitlin Torn, checking in.
Looks like they're trying to stretch that defense now with Isabella starting to try to hit some threes from deep and from the wings. And if they can, they'll get that action again going, flowing to the middle of the paint.
Thomas is 2 for 2 on that trip and has 8 points here in this first quarter.
Second Baptist trying to enter the ball into their two posts.
Ryan directing traffic, now trying to go to her left. It's wrestled away, and a great hustle play there by Incarnate Word. That was number 23, Raceland Bailey.
Victoria Ryan with the look-ahead pass, kind of late. Isabella was there, recovered in time to knock it out of bounds. Second Baptist will pass it in from the right side of the floor? Right side of the floor.
Thought about it for a second.
Oh,
now
good
get inside.
entry
Cole
pass.
Morgan, nice pass, but rolls in and out.
Cole Morgan was out of bounds when she touched the ball. Therefore, it's Incarnate Word basketball. That was a great play. You had Cole Morgan come from the bottom of the right baseline over to the left side of the floor, and they double-teamed Victoria Ryan, rightfully so from Incarnate Word, but left Cole Morgan wide open. Unfortunately, she could not connect.
Substitutions there for the Lady Angels. Number 2, Juliana Bocanegra, and number 24, Catherine Thomas is back. And here she goes. Trying to feed it inside to 15, Cheney. Back in the hands of Thomas, and she'll knock that one down.
She missed her first floater and then got it back. Good follow. Way to follow your shot. Cole Morgan with good pivot move inside. What a move by Cole Morgan. She is dominating this game for Second Baptist.
To the wing, now to the corner, and back looking for Thomas in the paint. It's wrestled away. Cole Morgan, who else? And now Victoria Ryan coming down.
Oh, good move to the basket. Unfortunately, a little too hard. She Euro'd her defender and looked like it was going to be an open look, but good recovery by Incarnate Word.
Caroline Torn coming in a little aggressive there. Gets called for the foul, and it'll be Lady Angels ball. Substitution now for Second Baptist. They're bringing in number 34, Layla Ertan.
Both teams giving their starters some rest now as a last-second shot here in the first period.
15-11 here in Robinson in favor of the Lady Angels. Well, it looks like the teams are settling down a little bit from those early moments, and we're due for one heck of a basketball game here today.
We'll take a break and be right back with you.
Aiden loves playing baseball. He's in his element when he picks up a baseball bat.
When Aiden tore his ACL last year, we were all devastated. We didn't think that a 13-year-old could have a problem such as that.
Children's Health Andrews Institute for Orthopedic and Sports Medicine not only repaired Aiden's ACL, but they gave him the knowledge and skills to prevent any future injuries.
Now, less than a year later, he's back to hitting homers and doing phenomenal.
We partner with TAPS to make Waco, Texas the championship city for TAPS. Visit WacoHeartOfTexas.com for more local information. And we're ready to go here in the second quarter from Rocket Gym in Robinson. Inbounding for Second Baptist is it'll be number 12, Emily Blackman.
Screen set to get Victoria Ryan open. She catches the ball in the backcourt, brings it over the top.
Ryan,
Good
now
entry
they're
pass.
getting inside to Cole Morgan. That's been the plan all day. Deflected by Thomas. She's doing it on the offensive and defensive side here for Incarnate Word. Thomas, three-pointer, no.
That was number 24. Yeah, Thomas, my bad.
We've got 14 Claire Thomas and 24 Catherine Thomas. That won't make it hard on us at all, will it?
I guess saying that they might be siblings is a
Pretty good chance.
there.
This is an open look.
and a knockdown three
Three-point
for
shot.
number 10.
Number 10 for Second Baptist. That is Caitlin Torn.
Good look, good setup, and good defense by her number 10, deflecting the ball. Deflections are a key part of this game.
Big shot there by Torn coming off the bench, and it is a one-point game here, early moments of the second period.
Enter into Claire Thomas off the back, a little bit too hard. That was a good pivot move. And here we got Victoria Ryan on dead heat. Oh, what a pass to Cole Morgan down the middle, and a layup scored by Cole Morgan. Second Baptist is now taking the lead, 16-15.
Back in the hands of the Lady Angels, and now we've got to fight for it. Coming away with it is Victoria Ryan for a moment only. Stolen now. Here's a three-point shot.
Bingo!
Yes. You just said it at the break. If Isabella Isasi, who's been shooting that long ball with confidence, gets going, it's going to be trouble for Second Baptist.
And with one shot, the lead goes back to Incarnate Word. And I think Second Baptist called a timeout, or I'm not quite sure what's going on for the stoppage here.
Number 13, Caroline Torn, checking back in for Second Baptist.
Okay. Victoria Ryan comes across the baseline. It's a bad pass, and there's another deflection by Incarnate Word. Number 12 catches the ball, pulls up, hits the jumper,
got
and is
it.
fouled.
Emily Blackman with the shot and the foul.
The lefty dribbles in for a pull-up jumper from the free throw line area, gets fouled on the attempt. Incarnate Word's coach must not be happy. You never foul the shooter. Never foul the shooter.
You can see that aggressive defense from the Lady Angels as they bring back number 1, Bethany Lopez, and number 22, Talia Shanyaman.
We'll see if their ball handling gets any better. They were kind of erratic here to start the second quarter. Coach brings in their starters back.
Blackman completes the three-point play, and now the Eagles are back on top.
Isabella Yassi with the ball, looking, finds Thomas, number 24, at the top. Back out to Chanyaman, down to Claire. Claire tries to dribble in, has nowhere to go with the ball. Over the top pass to Isabella, finds Claire, pass to number 24, Thomas, and is fouled on the attempt. Oh, there is a foul. I thought the whistle blew. There was a foul. Number 24, Catherine Thomas, will be at the line. Both names started with a C, too.
That's right. That's right. So Catherine Thomas will go back to the line.
The pace and the intensity is picking up as we go. I expect to see more of it. That was a great stroke by number 24, Catherine Thomas. See if she can knock down the second one. She's a lefty. Nice soft touch. Victoria Ryan dribbles to the right side, trying to enter the pass to Cole Morgan. Or number 34 is in the game now. She gets blocked by Claire. Sister Catherine was right there too. Catherine dribbles up ahead, loses the ball in her dribble. And there's a pass to Victoria. Stops. Oh, gets Isabella to fly by. Good stop and put up.
Great juke by Victoria Ryan. She's got her first points of the second quarter.
Bethany Lopez with the pass to Chanyaman on the right side. Over the top pass to Isabella.
Asasi, was trying to find an open Chanyaman, but threw it a little too far for her. Cole Morgan checking back in for Second Baptist.
Probably should have went with the bounce pass there. Would have probably gotten it to Chanyaman at the right time.
So Victoria Ryan slowing things down for Second Baptist. Calling out some commands. She'll try the right side. Guess who? Cole Morgan. Yes! Off the paint. Off the backboard, rather.
And they were fronting her and playing a defender on her backside. So we'll see if that continues.
20-23 is our score here in favor of Second Baptist. But here's a three-point shot by Asasi. She misses.
She's now 1 for 4 from the game from three. Over the top pass to number 34. Stolen by Asasi. She pass ahead to number 22, Chanyaman. Slows it down, pulls it out. Victoria Ryan steals the ball.
Ryan has a open teammate. Yes, there it falls for number 10 for Second Baptist. That is Caitlin Torn. Caitlin Torn has come up at the right time.
The senior-laden squad of Second Baptist seems to have found their groove, and we'll see if they can carry them to the finish line here. TAPS is proud to use products from Wilson Sporting Goods, allowing our athletes to perform their best, and that's what Wilson has delivered for 100 years. Learn more at wilson.com. Earth Networks has been taking the pulse of the planet for more than 20 years. We help schools mitigate financial, operational, and human risk by providing environmental intelligence from the world's largest hyperlocal weather network.
Well, not to complicate things too much for our viewers here, but we've got on Incarnate Ward's side, we talked about Claire Thomas, 14, and Catherine Thomas, 24. For Second Baptist, we've got number 13, Caroline Torn, and number 10, Caitlin Torn. So, something to watch out there for at home.
Second Baptist with a full court press. Oh, over and back should have been called.
The fans know it.
Good pass over the top to Claire Thomas from Catherine Thomas. They broke the press, kind of got away with it over the back, but we'll see what happens the rest of this game. Good full court press there by Second Baptist.
22-25 now with just under 4 minutes to go. That ball is stolen.
A terrible pass over the top by Second Baptist.
Catherine Thomas found a gift in her hands, and now it's Chanyaman trying to do work for the Lady Angels.
Here's Isabella open in the left corner.
Sassi, no.
Now 1 for 5 for the game from deep. She's telling herself to settle down. She's knocked that down. Probably rushed it just a little bit, not realizing she was that wide open.
That was deep in the corner there. And with the throw in now for Second Baptist, it'll be number 34, Layla Urton. Getting it to Ryan, now in the hands of Blackman. Blackman to the right side, getting into Ryan. Ryan between two defenders. It's a good effort, but couldn't finish. And here come the Lady Angels. Bethany Lopez drives, shoots off the front of the rim, recovered by Cole Morgan. This is Ryan. And with the defender in her face, knocks it down. Victoria Ryan. 4 points now in the second quarter.
This pace doesn't seem to be fitting Incarnate Word. They really want to play a half-court game. A steal by Victoria Ryan. She's on a dead sprint to the basket. She's fouled. She'll go to the line shooting 2. Number 22, Chanyaman with the foul.
Heads up steal by Victoria Ryan doing the hard work and going to the line now. You know, the game just sort of had the feel early, at least in closing moments of the first quarter, that Incarnate Word was carrying the momentum with them, but that seems to be shifting just a little bit here in the second.
They're trying to play the passing lanes a little bit more, and they're getting deflections, that's allowing them to get out on the break, increases the pace of the game. I don't think Incarnate Word really wants to play at this pace. They kind of want to slow it down, and we'll see what happens. Number 24, Catherine Thomas, was walking up the court to come back. And I think she's on the bench right now, so we'll see maybe some more intensity from the bench support for Incarnate Word.
Ryan knocks down both free throws and has 10 on the game. Wide open under the basket, but they missed her.
Number 15.
Sophia Cheney was screaming for the basket, standing all alone there, but Riley Adiola just couldn't get it to her, but she earns her own trip to the foul line.
It's a 7-point lead. They need Riley to cut this down to 5. We need to see Incarnate Word kind of slow down and catch their rhythm again. Otherwise, Second Baptist probably can run away with this game here.
Adiola, the senior, knocks down the first. Key moment here in this game. And she's got both.
Calm, cool, and collected.
5-point game now. Cole Morgan driving. Why not?
The defense of Incarnate Word was not ready to pick up Cole Morgan. And there's another steal by number 23. Victoria Ryan on a dead sprint. Stops. Another head fake. This time she's fouled. And she will go to the line.
Another trip to the line. And let's give credit to Elisa Elias there, number 23 for Second Baptist. She came up with that turnover and fed it to Ryan.
Rattles in the first one. Looks like Second Baptist is going to set up for a half-court press.
Ryan knocks down both again. Thrown away, and now we've got a little bit of a composure issue going on. Second Baptist trying to take over this game here in the last 2 minutes of the second quarter. Incarnate Word needs to settle down just a bit.
You see them play with some more defensive intensity here. Good entry pass, good, and there's a hack on the ground.
That was number 34 in the paint, Layla Urton for Second Baptist. Looks like she got a little shove in the back there.
That's the 7th team foul on Incarnate Word, so number 34, Urton will be at the line to shoot the bonus. She misses. Does not grab the rebound. Incarnate Word seems to be walking out there right now. Victoria Ryan slows it down. Looks for her opening. Ball is
deflected.
Tipped.
And that whistle in favor of the Eagles.
Number 12, Emily Blackman will be at the charity stripe.
Cole Morgan was trying to check herself in the game here, the last 1:45, but coach said, have a seat, young lady.
Blackman hits the first of 2 attempts. One more will be given. It's now a 10-point lead with 1:47 left in this ball game. Blackman knocks down both.
Good free throw shooting for the Eagles here early in this game. Asasi, that's going to be back to number 23 now, back into Claire Thomas. Fans want it up and down, don't get it. Here's the shot, and it's down.
Number 23, Graceland Bailey, the junior guard, knocks down the jumper.
Incarnate Ward looking to maybe close this gap a little bit here before the closing moments. Needed that shot. This is Ryan. Shoots and is fouled. It'll be a 1-and-1, I believe.
They're quickly heading to a double bonus if they don't stop fouling here. Next foul will put them in a double bonus. But I think that was a shooting foul, so she'll be at the line to shoot too. So number 24 and number 30 come back in the game for Incarnate Word. Catherine Thomas and Isabella Isasi.
They're going to close out with their starting lineup here in the last minute and 13, it would appear.
Rebound. Chanyaman with the ball, pulls up with a full head of steam, crosses over, gets to the basket. Euro steps to the basket, but over a little bit too aggressive on that. And out of bounds off of Incarnate Word. Second Baptist will be inbounding the ball.
Whistle now, and now Cole Morgan will check in, and she'll do the inbounding work for Second Baptist.
We'll see number 34 and number 24 both start from the low post and come up high post here. See what action they create, probably for Victoria Ryan to catch another pass. There it is. We see Cole Morgan open underneath, but quickly double team.
From the right corner. Yes!
Bingo.
3-point shot. That was number 12, Emily Blackman.
They set it up a screen, a flare screen on that right side. Isabella Ayasi with the ball on the right side, back up to Chanyaman, looking to try to get underneath. Over the top pass to Catherine, but is stolen. Could not corral it. And it's a double dribble on Second Baptist with 32 seconds left.
Trying to feed it inside to Catherine Thomas, a play that worked often early in this game, but they've gotten away from it, mostly in part to Second Baptist defense.
They get the ball in. Catherine catches it, kick out. Number 23, long shot. And
rebound Elias.
Is stolen. Good pass, and she's fouled. Claire Thomas, number 14, will head to the line. Good defensive presence there by Incarnate Word. Swarmed the ball handler. Nobody seemed to come to help from Second Baptist, which is kind of ironic here. They're up 12, have a chance to take over emphatically in this game.
Claire Thomas trying to minimize the damage here at the free throw line, knocks down the first.
Claire has been so vital to Incarnate Word's success here tonight, or this morning. We'll see how much more she can bring to the table. Knocks down both.
So 10-point lead with 20 seconds on the clock. Wide open look, left three, no, misses. Rebound, Thomas, now into Claire Thomas. She'll kick it out. Here it is, Asasi, no. Rebound, Lady Angels.
Oh my goodness, Chanyaman might have gotten bailed out on that rebound and put back, but she'll have a chance to go to the line to cut this 10-point lead to single digits before we go to the half.
And how important is that with just under 4 seconds to go? Just psychologically, the difference between a double-digit lead and a single-digit lead could be huge.
Yeah, and I'll say this, Isabella's just right off her rhythm, I think, and hopefully a switch in quarters here and switching baskets will help her regain her rhythm. Unfortunately, Chanyaman missed that first one. See if she can knock down the second. She does not. Rebound, 2 seconds up, and at the buzzer, she catches the rebound and put it in.
Chanyaman missed the 2 free throws, but is making it up, and now it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a discussion. Will it stand? It is good. And a big shot to make it an 8-point game. We're headed to halftime, and we will be with you here to start the third period in just a few moments. Moments away from the start of the second half of the TAPS State semifinal 5A girls basketball game. The first of two semifinals here from Robinson. An exciting first half. It's an 8-point difference. And a courtesy of, for Incarnate Ward, 14 total points for Claire Thomas. Behind her for the Lady Angels with 5, Catherine Thomas, and 5 points also for number 30, Isabella Isasi. And watching her in the first half, it looks like she's trying to get herself going from the arc. And Denny, I think as we've been watching her, if that happens, that could be exactly what the Lady Angels need to get back in this game.
I absolutely agree with that from the Incarnate Word standpoint. They need her to kind of stretch that floor for them to be able to get their action for their 2 posts to come around the top of the free throw line and down through the middle. Now for Second Baptist, I thought the end of the first half was kind of lackadaisical on the defensive side of the ball as far as defensive rebounding. They allowed 22 Chanyaman from Incarnate Word to get underneath, catch some key offensive rebounds, and the last of which, after missing 2 free throws, kick out, miss shot, and then her catching a wide open under the basket, almost as if it was a pass, but it was a rebound, puts it back up and in to end the half, and now it's an 8-point lead. Second Baptist cannot sit back. They need to continue to play aggressive. Otherwise, Incarnate Word can get back that momentum. And if that does happen, it'll be because of Claire Thomas and also Catherine Thomas defensively underneath to stop Cole Morgan, but also Isabella Isasi from the outside, as you pointed out, Gabe, needs to start knocking down those threes so they can get that momentum back.
And trying to keep them at arm's length for Second Baptist on the strength of 2 double-digit scorers are Caitlin Cole Morgan with 13 in that first half and Victoria Ryan with 12 points. Emily Blackman just behind with 8 for the Eagles of Second Baptist. So the horn is coming, and it should be an exciting second half here in the 5A state semifinal from Robinson. Staying organized is hard, but with Rank 1 Sport, you can build accurate rosters, track student eligibility, collect medical history, and manage online forms for parents. Rank 1 Health connects you with your healthcare provider. Visit rank1sport.com or rank1health.com to learn more.
Number 30, Isabella Isasi will inbound for Lady Angels.
And we are underway. Sean Yaman trying to get it into Thomas. Back outside to an open number 10. That is the senior who falls short, Riley Adiola. She had a nice throw at the end of the second half. Coming back the other way and up to business as usual is Victoria Ryan getting things started here in the third quarter for the Eagles.
Chanyaman on that last attempt had an offensive rebound and inexcusably tried to fire a pass underneath, who was covered up. But there's Catherine Thomas with a little catch at the high post and a little floater over the top and gets that back down to an 8-point lead. Blackman gets the ball stolen on a pass attempt, and there's a full fast break attempt. Number 22, Chanyaman to Claire Thomas, back to Chanyaman, and is blocked and is out of bounds off of Victoria Ryan. We'll see Lady Angels inbound the ball from underneath the right side of the basket with 7 minutes left in this third period.
It was number 14, Claire Thomas, who forced that turnover and has given the Lady Angels this opportunity. Now back into Claire Thomas. She'll turn and shoot, and it falls.
Once again, as we started the first period, the ball got to Claire Thomas a lot, and she was able to score. Good defense by Isabella, but she's going to get called for a foul with a bump on the lower part of the body there. But that was good execution of picking up the dribble penetrator into the paint there. Unfortunately, just a little too aggressive.
I believe this is 12 Blackman at the line.
Blackman didn't want to make the same mistake she did last time, trying to throw the pass over the long, outstretched arms of Claire Thomas. This time she dribble drives, and she gets to the line to shoot 2, misses the second of 2. And it's
wrestled away. Cole Morgan, wide open 3. Ryan misses. Rebound, Angels.
Catherine Thomas dribbles the ball up the front court into Chanyaman with fired pass to Claire Thomas, and she's fouled by number 13 from Second Baptist, Caroline Torn.
That was a hard pass into Claire Thomas, and I don't know if there's a good foul, but if there is, that might have been one to save that shot.
It was kind of a bad one because that's her third foul, too, to begin with, to the third quarter. We didn't see a lot of her in the first half because of there's 2 fouls, and she'll go sit on the bench again. And so we'll see number 34, Layla Ertan, come back in the ball game. She filled in quite nicely, though, in that second period for them.
Claire Thomas misses both. Fighting for it is Catherine Thomas, but she's all alone, and we're going to get a jump ball here. Possession arrow is in favor of the Eagles.
So the Eagles will inbound. Ertan to inbound to. And here we'll see a press here by the Lady Angels. And they'll try to stop. And here's Cole Morgan coming across the middle. Pass to Emily Blackman in the corner. Sets, fires, and misses. And there's a rebound by Cole Morgan. Kick out to number 23. Wide open. She misses off the back of the rim.
The Lady Angels left the corners absolutely open there after that press, so they're going to have to watch out for that. This is in the hands of 23 now, and now back up to Ryan. Ryan with a little dish to Cole Morgan. Back to Ryan. Now outside. Three-point shot wide open. And it's good. Knocking it down. Elisa Elias for Second Baptist. 34-44. It's back to a 10-point game with just under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Second Baptist will inbound. Cole Morgan to Ryan in traffic.
And there's a travel. Good defense by Incarnate Word here. They need to continue to get these stops and score on their side of the ball. Incarnate Word takes a 30-second timeout here. Probably talk about offensive strategy here. And as we take this 30-second timeout, I'd like to tell you about TAPS TV Network. Looking to get more out of your video streaming next year? Create better broadcasts and increase your audience with Blue Frame technology and the new TAPS TV Network.
Aiden loves playing baseball. He's in his element when he picks up a baseball bat.
When Aiden
And care for the health of your students, Rank One Health connects you to your healthcare provider with secure messaging, injury tracking, and reports, all built into one convenient application with industry-leading customer support. Visit rankonehealth.com to learn more.
As we come out of this timeout, it'll be interesting to see what Incarnate Word draws up to try to get this lead cut into single digits. For them to get back in this ball game and to win it, they really need to have a chance of cutting this lead into low single digits. Under 5 would be my goal as a coach, if not to completely tie the ball game before that third period ends. We got a full court press here by Second Baptist, slowing down Incarnate Word.
Asasi over to Catherine Thomas. Now she'll be great defensive play there by number 12, Emily Blackman, forcing Thomas to give it up.
10-second backcourt violation. Fortunately, we were not able to see what Coach drew up for Incarnate Word.
Blackman. That's out to Elias, who had the big shot earlier. Now in the hands of Ryan. She'll dish it out. Pump back out to Ryan. And around the perimeter it goes. Blackman now. Sending in signals. Finds an open cutter to the basket. That is number 23 once again, Elisa Elias for the Eagles.
Off the back iron for Isabella Asasi. And the ball cannot be corralled by by the Angels. Now a 12-point lead for the Eagles of Second Baptist.
This is Elias. Back out to Blackman. Second Baptist looking to close the door here in the third period. If they can continue this pace. Cole Morgan, and now they are happily letting this clock wear down.
Too aggressive there by Chanyaman.
From the corner, it is good. 3-point shot. Emily Blackman.
You cannot leave the corners open like they've been doing all ball game. It is now a 15-point lead And it looks like the Eagles are putting that stranglehold on the Lady Angels in this third period. We'll see if the Lady Angels can wrangle free and can get back into this ball game. Now the goal should try to be to just get it under single digits before the period is over.
NCSA, Next College Student Athletes Recruiting Network, connects over 2 million student athletes to more than 35,000 colleges, coaches nationwide. Learn more and find your best college fit by visiting ncsasports.org.
Visit the Team IP retail locations for your officially licensed TAPS State Championship merchandise. TAPS event tees, shirts, hoodies, caps, polos, quarter-inch, zips, jackets, and more. Affordably priced. Come see us before you leave.
How many timeouts did they have?
Getting back to the action now, and some of the Second Baptist fans coming up to their feet. They can feel this game quickly coming under their control, and Incarnate Ward, it's now or never to try and start closing that gap. Sean Yaman, long pass into Asasi, now trying to feed it to Thomas. Ball knocked out of bounds in favor of the Lady Angels.
Lady Angels will inbound from underneath the left side of the basket.
This is Bailey. And she finds Claire Thomas. Tries to take it up herself, but is called for a travel. A little drag of the foot there.
The defensive pressure has been pretty exacting by the Eagles of Second Baptist. They have done what they wanted to do defensively, and it's created to open looks on the other side of the basket. Chanyama needs to keep her opponent in front of her.
And now with the clock as an ally, Second Baptist very content to just run it around, looking for that wide open shot.
They're even playing 4-on-5, it seems. They're letting number 34 just sit out on the wing without even looking at her. It's kind of I guess they're trying to draw the defense from the Lady Angels to come out and be more aggressive.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen this before.
No, and then once again, up 15, if they can continue to make these passes, you know, it's going to be key. Now number 34 comes back involved, and she goes back and doesn't do anything.
Of course, no shot clock in high school basketball. And now the Lady Angels rung up with a foul. It'll be Ryan inbounding.
Could probably see some back screens cut for an open layup or a three-point attempt here. And there's a foul before the inbound even occurs. And this one's going to be on number 14, Claire Thomas.
And now we've got substitutions coming in. 3 for Incarnate Ward. That's numbers 1, 2, and 23. Bethany Lopez, Juliana Bocanegra, and Raceland Bailey.
So Claire Thomas picks up her third foul. She's going to have to be careful. And Cole Morgan extends this lead to 17. And that defense here in that full quarter press, and there's a foul by Second Baptist. It's their first team foul. Sorry, second team foul it should be.
This is Bethany Lopez with the inbound for the Lady Angels. Into the hands of Bailey. And Incarnate Ward trying to work it into one of the Thomas, we assume, sisters.
Claire Thomas probably is feeling the effects of the defense from Second Baptist now. A little off her rhythm. Push that shot off the back iron.
Ryan almost throws it away, but Second Baptist there to save it. That was Blackman. Excuse me, that was Elias with the save. Now it's Blackman feeding it side. And now to Ryan. Beautiful play.
And Claire couldn't be aggressive there considering she has 3 fouls. It is now a 19-point lead with 2 minutes left in this third period.
And the Eagles are going on all cylinders here in the third quarter. Missed shot by the Angels. Here comes Second Baptist. Ryan again slowing it down.
There's no aggressiveness on any of the passes made by Second Baptist. If the Angels want to get back in this ball game, they're going to have to be aggressive and play the passing lanes a little bit more. And they just seem to be trying to make the Second Baptist Eagles make mistakes, and almost one made there. Good aggressive effort by number 24, Catherine Thomas.
Substitution now for the Angels. This is number 15 checking in, Sophia Cheney. And now we've got a timeout. Taps proudly announces our new partnership with Chipotle, real food for real athletes. Thank you, Chipotle, for your support of our athletes and teams. And hey, sports fans, Taps is proud to introduce the new Taps Fan app. It's free and the best way to follow all the Taps Championship events. Download the app today. That's the Taps Fan app. Closing moments here in the third quarter of the semifinal game in Robinson. Second Baptist with a commanding lead here. Looking to just milk the clock most likely. Now the pressure coming from the Lady Angels defense. And rung up with the foul there will be number 15, Sophia Cheney.
She was there a little late. She needed to establish her position there on that baseline, but came running up, and Victoria Ryan saw the aggressiveness, and ran right into her, drawing that foul.
Ryan to Blackman. Blackman looking inside to Cole Morgan. Now she'll feed it back to Ryan. Off the rim there. Rebound in favor of the Angels. That's Cheney coming up with the board.
I'm kind of baffled on that foul call, too. It looked like there was Victoria Ryan wasn't even in the play, but good call, and we'll see what happens next.
Full court pressure. Are you surprised by that out of Second Baptist at this point?
No. At this point, you've got to get to that championship game, and that's what this is. It doesn't matter if it's a 17-point lead or 19-point lead at this point. You got to be aggressive. You got to stay focused. And if you start being lazy, you can end up losing that lead quickly.
Lady Angels eventually feed it to Claire Thomas, who knocks it down there. With just over a minute to go in the third quarter here in Robinson.
17-point lead. Underneath on the right side to number 10.
That's Blackman with Thomas all over her, and we've got a timeout called by the Eagles. Just under a minute to play in the third quarter. It will be number 12 for Second Baptist, Emily Blackman, with the inbound. That, of course, to Victoria Ryan, number 3. Back to Blackman, all the way across to Elias, who almost loses it.
Yeah, she did. She stepped out of bounds trying to corral that ball. That was an errant pass by Victoria Ryan, trying to get the ball to the right corner. And we'll see Second Baptist continue to employ that full court press. They got to be careful. The Lady Angels have to be careful in how they break this. Good over the top pass to Lopez. She spins free. She gets the ball stolen by Blackman. And there's a travel created by the Angels defense. 38 seconds left. You see the fans of the Baptist, Second Baptist crowd here.
Yeah, all of a sudden we had a lot more officials here in the gym. Stolen. Cole Morgan now to Ryan. She'll drive, she'll shoot, she's fouled and one.
Bethany Lopez tried to set up for the charge and was moving as she got hit.
Victoria Ryan to the line. Already has 18 points in this game, leading all scorers. And now substitutions for both teams. That's 24, Catherine Thomas coming in. Blackman for, Caitlin Torn, number 10 for Second Baptist.
So with a 19-point lead, Victoria Ryan hits the charity stripe to try to stretch it to a 20-point lead here. She knocks it down.
3-point play for Victoria Ryan. This is Shanyaman over to Claire Thomas. Claire Thomas knocks it down.
Now 18-point lead.
Blackman all the way over to Ryan, who's got some room. No, off the rim. Back the other way for a last-second shot.
No.
Runs out of time.
She did not look up at the shot at the game clock there.
After 3 periods, Incarnate Ward 38, Second Baptist 56, and we are headed to the fourth quarter of the 5A state semifinal game here in Robinson.
Aiden loves playing baseball. He's in his element when he picks up a baseball bat.
When Aiden tore his ACL last year, we were all devastated. We didn't think that a 13-year-old could have a problem such as that.
Children's Health Andrews Institute for Orthopedic and Sports Medicine not only repaired Aiden's ACL, but they gave him the knowledge and skills to prevent any future injuries.
Now, less than a year later, he's back to hitting homers and doing phenomenal.
As we get ready to start the fourth quarter, an 18-point differential mountain to climb for Incarnate Word, especially with no shot clock here in high school basketball. But no doubt they'll go down fighting as best they can if they can't pull out an enormous feat. This is Second Baptist in possession now. That's Ryan leading all scorers. She'll find her partner in the corner. Now to Cole Morgan. Ryan again with the three. You betcha. Victoria Ryan now with 22 points here in this game. And that might tell a little bit of the story there. That is Asasi from the corner with the three-point shot, misses. She had a chance for a three a moment before that and elected not to take it, which is not what we saw early in the game from Asasi. This is now Catherine Thomas. She misses, gets her own rebound, taking it up from the paint. Rebound Cole Morgan, back to Ryan. Ryan driving, dishes it out to a wide open number 12. That is Blackman. She misses. Claire Thomas now bringing it back the other way to Bailey. Bailey to Asasi. Long three from the middle.
Got
yes. Isabella Asasi knocking down a three here in the fourth quarter.
Might be too little too late, but we'll see what happens.
And on that note, Victoria Ryan will all of a sudden slow things down. Double coverage there, a little bit of a foul.
Stops the clock, though, which is good for the Angels. They only have a couple more before they get to the bonus, though. One more, actually.
Bailey now checking in. I believe I incorrectly reported Ariola as Bailey earlier.
And Second Baptist will call a timeout here.
So if you're Second
sorry.
Baptist,
Incarnate Word with that timeout.
if you're Second Baptist, what's the message in the huddle as you try and hang on here to your lead?
We've got an 18-point lead. Stay calm. Make good passes. Do not assert yourself in trying to make a touchdown play is what I would call it. And, they've made a couple of those mistakes trying to hit the coffin corner here and throwing it wildly out of bounds and things like that. So just stay cool and calm and collected. Allow them to start picking up fouls, put us at the charity stripe. Yes, it stops the clock, but it also gives us a chance to continue to increase this lead.
And on the defensive end, don't foul, right?
That's correct.
Let's not give them any opportunities. Let's not stop the clock.
For the Second Baptist Eagles, that's correct. And so they've got some fouls to play with, actually, so from that standpoint, too. But, yes, do not stop the clock. Allow that clock to keep running. And if I'm the Incarnate Word Lady Eagles, I'm saying be aggressive. Be aggressive. Try to get in that passing lane. You created a couple of turnovers here. See if that can continue to lead to some open threes. They're going to need some more to knock this lead down to kind of get some pressure back on this senior-laden starting lineup of the Second Baptist Lady Eagles.
So here we go.
Ryan stolen. There it is. Full head of steam to the basket. She loses it going out of bounds. That was a great defensive play by number 23.
Raceland Bailey sort of threw it away there.
She lost control trying to take that last dribble. Victoria Ryan frees herself up. Spins off, goes up the right side of the floor. Over the top pass, catches number 10 with an air ball from three-point line. Once again, if I'm Lady Eagles, I am not taking that shot. Oh, what a save by Isabella into Claire Thomas's hands. And now we've got a 16-point ball game. Cole Morgan with the full head of steam to the basket, kicks it out to Victoria Ryan. Once again, let's slow it down. And there's a foul by number 23. Stops the clock with 5:56 left.
And now you've seen a little more aggression from this Lady Angels team as number 10, Riley Adiola, checks back in.
But that should put number 3 at the free throw line for a 1-and-1, but don't know. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
they ruled it was knocked out of bounds there.
Yeah, maybe.
Cole Morgan charging to the basket and finishing the job there for the Eagles. 15 points on the day for Cole Morgan.
It's an 18-point lead with 5:42 left.
Adiola inbounding for Incarnate Word. Shanyaman gets it to Claire Thomas. Claire Thomas has it knocked away by Cole Morgan, but finds it back and fouled in the act. So 14, Claire Thomas going to the line.
She has a chance to cut this to a 16-point lead with 5 minutes and 33 seconds left. Misses the first of two. Knocks on the second one.
With that free throw, number 14, Claire Thomas for Incarnate Word now leads all scorers with 23 points. That's more than half of the Incarnate Word total.
And Victoria Ryan gets fouled on that drive to the basket. They're still being aggressive when they have open lanes, which is good by the Lady Eagles. But now we'll see if Victoria Ryan can knock down both free throws to ice this ball game. First one's good.
Now checking back in for the Lady Angels is number 30, Isabella Isasi. Ryan has had just a heck of a ball game here for Second Baptist. All game long, really.
Yeah, she's that engine that makes this offense go. Defensively, she's been terrific as well. And we'll see this full court press again. They find Isasi. Oh, and Isasi makes a terrible pass. Saved in the corner, luckily, for the Angels. Catherine Thomas launches a three-pointer, and it's long. And Blackman with the rebound ahead to Victoria Ryan.
Ryan will slow it down for a moment, and Cole Morgan and Ryan now playing around the perimeter.
Catherine Thomas chasing. And there's Victoria Ryan with a wide open layup, and she misses it. Cole Morgan with the rebound taken away from her, though. And here comes Catherine Thomas up the right side of the floor.
Sean Yaman to the corner. That one off the paint. It was number 10 with the shot for Incarnate Ward Adiola. And she'll try again, and that time misses.
Blackman ahead to Victoria Ryan over the top pass to number 34. And she knocks down the layup.
Wide open was Layla Urton.
19-point lead. Number 10 wide open again. Sets, fires, and hits the three-point shot. Sorry, that was a 21-point lead. Now back to an 18-point lead. Might be a little too late for the Angels.
Adiola, a senior here on this squad.
Oh, blocked and out of bounds. Clock stops with that dead ball possession. We'll see some, looks like some youngsters coming in for the Lady Angels.
That's number 1, Bethany Lopez, and number 15, Sophia Cheney, checking in for Incarnate Ward. But it looks like we've got a timeout.
Second Baptist with the timeout.
Aiden loves playing baseball. He's in his element when he picks up a baseball bat.
When Aiden tore his ACL last year, we were all devastated. We didn't think that a 13-year-old could have a problem such as that.
Children's Health Andrews Institute for Orthopedic and Sports Medicine not only repaired Aiden's ACL, but they gave him the knowledge and skills to prevent any future injuries.
Now, less than a year later, he's back to hitting homers and doing phenomenal.
Just under 4 minutes to go here in the first of 6 basketball games out of Robinson High School today. And a little playground trick there. Keeps possession for the Eagles. That was number 34, Layla Urton, off the legs of the Incarnate Word defender.
I'm not going to say that was a bad pass, but that was a bad pass. Emily Blackman pressured by Chanyaman. Sorry, Areola, my bad.
Cole Morgan to Ryan.
Blocked by Isabella at the basket. Kind of playing like a rover on that back line. Lopez. Isabella back at the top. Putting some defensive pressure here. Gonna have to be a little bit more aggressive. Oh, Lopez had a chance to steal that ball.
The Eagles coach is practically out on the court, still
good block
very
by Claire
animated.
Thomas, and knocked out of bounds off of Cole Morgan's hands. Looked like Cole Morgan hit it off of Claire Thomas's hands, but we don't have the greatest vantage point.
C.H. Herndon, the head coach for the Eagles, he's still going full throttle. It's the state semifinal game. He knows what's on the line here, and he's not going to let up. Now we got a jump ball. Fans not happy about it over on the Navy and Gold side.
But it's still their ball. I really don't think fans understand the idea of possession error. But it was a bad pass by the Eagles setting up, or sorry, by the Lady Angels setting up that attempt. And here comes Victoria Ryan, full head of steam. Not quite sure why, but there's a missed attempt. Cole Morgan gets blocked. Blocked again, but nope. They're going to call a foul on Clara Thomas, and that should be her 4th.
And Burton will go to the line for the Eagles.
I think they called it on Isabella Asasi. Sorry, my fault. I jumped the gun on that one, Gabe.
The Lady Angels entered this game, this being their 5th finals appearance in school history. They did have a win in the state championship back in 1989 and 90.
Both free throws missed. 2 minutes, 54 seconds left. Claire Thomas dribbles up ahead, sets, fires, shoots a three-pointer off the backboard and off. And there's some aggressiveness from Asasi picking up what will be her 4th foul here, and trying to pursue that.
Incarnate Ward's playoff run consisted of a 24-point victory in the area round over Fort Bend Christian Academy and a win in the regional round over San Antonio Christian School by 9. For Second Baptist, they got here courtesy of a 24-point victory over St. John Paul II out of Corpus Christi and a 12-point win over St. Joseph Victoria. And they are 2 minutes and 30 seconds away from punching their tickets to the state championship game.
Head of steam, Victoria Ryan with the Euro step and gets fouled as she goes up for a layup attempt.
And I believe if you're watching that state championship game, you're going to continue to hear the name Victoria Ryan with a healthy dose of Caitlin Cole Morgan as well for this Eagles team.
They make everything work. Emily Blackman is a great three-point shooter in the corners. They like to get the ball underneath to Cole Morgan off of some initial screen setting up that post entry, and then kick out to Emily Blackman's there, or if Victoria Ryan's open off a back cut, they'll do a little dribble handoff to her going in the basket. But it's been all game long. They've been patient. They took that spurt that the Lady Angels gave them early and just played patiently.
Blackman with 12 points on the day, Cole Morgan with 15, and for Victoria Ryan, 25 points on the day. And she's going back to the line for more.
At this point, with 2 minutes left, I'd be resting my starters if I'm Second Baptist. They've got a finals appearance right there. There's only so much that they can come back with, especially with the time clock running, unless some miraculous things happen.
Cole Morgan with 2 more on the strength of those 2 free throws.
21-point lead.
Excuse me, Ryan.
And Ryan with the rebound. She gets tripped up, and she'll go back to the line. Bethany Lopez with some sportsmanship there, picking up Victoria Ryan. Good job.
And after that fall, maybe Coach Herndon ought to heed that advice you gave him and get his starters out of there.
It's times like this when you've been playing hard and aggressive, and all of a sudden some stupid misstep, an injury occurs. You never want that, and you kind of want to. You've worked so hard to get here, and just want to see your best performances for the finals. And here comes the emptying of the bench for the Lady Angels.
Incarnate Word obviously will be disappointed with the outcome today, but anytime you can make it to the Final Four tournament, you've got to call that a successful season. 2:01 on the clock. Victoria Ryan with 2 more.
It's now a 23-point lead. And Coach Herndon seems to be sending people to the baseline to
substitutions now for Second Baptist. Checking in are number 32 and number 13.
Cole Morgan goes to the bench after a phenomenal game. She dominated the inside. She was a force to be reckoned with. Good job by Cole Morgan.
Caroline Torn and Kate Marshall. Players just entered the court for Second Baptist.
And Torn had some foul trouble, so she hasn't been on the floor a lot. So Victoria Ryan with a good save. And 24, Catherine Thomas being a little overzealous there, trying to get that passing into the passing lane. Probably needed that in the third quarter a lot more. But as you said, Gabe, it is a phenomenal feat to be in the Final Four state championship tournament, and the Lady Angels have had a phenomenal season. Nothing to shake their head about. Obviously, you want to be in that state championship game, and you want to be holding up that championship trophy or plaque at the end of the season. But whatever the case is, good job by these girls. Great season for those seniors. They played their 4 years out. They were phenomenal for their city and their school and their community. Good job by the Lady Angels.
Absolutely. The Final Four, as you said, a great accomplishment. Only one comes out of that Final Four, so it's a great credit to be there. And that one will be determined Friday at 11:30.
A three-pointer by Lady Angels here late in the ball game.
I didn't catch a number on that, did you?
It was number, look real quick. I think it was number 2. No, I did not. I'm sorry.
That's all right. We'll get that clarified here before the end of the game. Meanwhile, on the other end, Victoria Ryan finally hits a field goal in the fourth quarter. Well, I guess not. She did have a 3, so.
Yeah. Victoria Ryan now goes to the bench.
Ryan, 31 points on the game.
What a phenomenal showing by that senior shooting guard. You know, I don't even know if I'd call her a shooting guard. She seemed to be the point guard on that team, setting up everything based off of her action.
So the state championship game will be tomorrow. Houston Second Baptist will move on to play the winner of Dallas Christian and Southwest Christian out of Fort Worth. That game coming up next here in Robinson as number 32 drops another 2 points. That's Kate Marshall for Second Baptist. Under 15 seconds. Now just a hair over 10 seconds on the clock. The Second Baptist fans congratulating each other. Again, this is just the first of 6 games coming to you today from Robinson here on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio. We'll be bringing you all the action as Kate Marshall hits a free throw there. Kate Marshall, a freshman on the Second Baptist team. 2 for 2. Ten seconds. That shot up off the top of the backboard. Rebound, Lady Angels, not in time, and Houston Second Baptist School is going to the state championship. This will be their 4th appearance in school history, but have not been there since 2013, 2014. And boy, you look at the combo between Victoria Ryan, Caitlin Cole Morgan, with a dose of Emily Blackman and all the other supporting cast here on this team, and you've got to believe they're going to be contenders in that state final game.
For sure, and once again, the defense pressured. They changed in that second period, they kind of changed their philosophy, playing more in the passing lanes rather than allowing the Lady Angels offense to dictate what they would do defensively. They put the pressure on the Lady Angels to execute, and they were, in their aggressiveness, paid off, allowing them to get into the faster pace of the ball game, and which really led to this momentum change in that second period, which led to the third period. The blowout took place after that.
So we're going to have a medal ceremony here at the conclusion of the first semifinal game. A reminder that Second Baptist will be playing the winner of Dallas Christian and Southwest Christian. Again, that game coming to you next here from Robinson. So be sure to stick with us here on TAPS TV and TAPS Radio. We'll take a short break before sign off for the awards presentation, and we'll send it down to our TAPS officials on the court.
We'd like to thank everyone for coming out tonight. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we will be presenting the medals to the Incarnate Word Lady Angels. And congratulate them on a great season. Number 1, Bethany Lopez. Number 2, Juliana Bocanegra. Number 3, Alexandria Beltran. Number 10, Riley Areola. Number 13, Lillian Smith. Number 14, Claire Thomas. Number 15, Sophia Cheney. Number 20, Rachel Binky. Number 21, Macy Gonzalez. Number 22, Talaya Chanyaman. Number 23, Ray Bailey. Number 24, Catherine Thomas. And number 30, Elba Isasti. Ladies and gentlemen, the state semifinalists, Incarnate Word, Lady Angels. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to present the medals to the Second Baptist School Eagles, the state finalists. They get theirs tomorrow. Thank you very much. Remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that today's winner, the Second Baptist Eagles, will advance to the state championship game to take place